For now, though, we look at South Africa, where the currency, the rand, touched levels this week not seen since 2008. Unfortunately, they're low levels, 9% lower against the US dollar at one stage. And that flash crash means investors are worried about the local economy. Slowing demand from China is one factor, but also a decision by President Zuma to change his finance minister twice in a week late last year means there is a lack of faith in the government. Haru Mutasa has our report from Johannesburg.
What happened to these shoes?
Zandile Sambo needs to buy a new pair of school shoes for her daughter, but she can barely afford them after paying school fees for her 3 children. She earns $150 a month. $35 goes to school fees, $50 to school uniforms and books.
What about this bag?
What's left over goes to food and transport. She says prices have doubled in South Africa since last year.
Here in South Africa, we're suffering now. We're really suffering. I don't know what this comes from, really.
On Monday, the rand fell to its lowest levels against the dollar in more than 7 years. Households are being told they will have to limit spending as the prices of basic foods and household products, especially imported items, increase. The South African currency, the rand, lost 25% of its value against the US dollar last year. This huge slide was partly because of a slump in commodity prices and slowing growth. Economists warn things will get harder, especially for the poor. Some economists also blame President Jacob Zuma's decision to fire the finance minister last year, which made the markets nervous. They point out that the currency slide, as well as increasing the cost of basic imports, reflects faltering confidence in how well the economy is being managed.
It is the rest of the world sending South Africa a serious message. Get your house in order economically. You can't have a situation where the rest of the world is losing confidence in South Africa.
The underperforming economy could also see the ruling African National Congress lose some support to opposition parties, especially in the urban areas, during the local government elections in a few months.
The ANC actually seems to be blaming the private sector for manipulating the currency, for manipulating the economy to undermine President Jacob Zuma's administration. That lack of trust between the governing party and the private sector makes it very difficult for one to imagine any workable solution to alleviate this immediate problem.
Government ministers are under pressure to find solutions fast to this economic crisis. Whatever long-term changes need to be made, it's the short-term that interests people feeling the downturn in already tight household budgets.